Hello and welcome to the Knitworthy podcast. My name is Brianne, also known as Being Brianne on Ravelry and Instagram, and this is episode number 83. Today is Friday, May 4th, 2018, also known as May the 4th be with you. For those of my Star Wars inclined friends. Happy day to you, my friends. So it's been a few weeks. I meant to record last week, but I was struck with what we think was a kidney stone. If I can just give you a recommendation, don't get one. They're really no fun. I don't recommend it at all. It was difficult, shall we say. And poor mom, it all culminated on Sunday morning when I woke up at 2:45 and couldn't get back to sleep because I was hurting. And I called my mom at 7 o'clock and I said, I need you to take me to the urgent care, thinking that I just had, something that could be treated with antibiotics. And they sent me to the ER. And Brian was home with the kids. And mom is a good person to have in medical situations. She's just really awesome. And, I put on my hi face, even though I was hurting so badly. And, they're like, what is your pain? And I'm like, oh, I don't know. And she's like, she's hurting, so you need to give her some medicine. And it's just, that's what moms are for, right? I mean, that's what moms are there to do, is to, especially in my case, like, let's be honest. Let's take off the Brianne face, the smiling Brianne face, and let's be honest about how we're actually doing, right? Right. So I did not get to podcast last week, but here I am today. I thought I wouldn't have a lot to talk about, and then I got everything out, and I'm like, wow, I have a lot to talk about. So this should be a good episode. All right, let's talk about what I am knitting on. What am I knitting on? These are all going to be new things. I'm so excited to show them to you too. First, I'm going to show you, I think this. This is in my Chicken Boots Designs bag. Isn't it so cute? It's so cheerful. Little birds and yellow background, and then it's got teal on the inside. I don't know if you remember, if you've been watching for a long time, you might. It was probably about, I'm going to say approximately 2 years ago that Mom and I did Project Craft. I think that was 2 years ago. And so I talked about one thing that has been on my bucket list to knit are these beautiful winter rose mittens. Y'all, I started them. They look like this, although in color. Aren't those beautiful? I think they're just delightful. And this is definitely a challenging knit for me. But I'm going to show you what I have so far because I'm very proud. So here is the hand. And here is the front of the hand. I should say the palm of the hand. Still a hand. But let me show you. It's I'm knitting it out of Cascade Heritage sock yarn, which is a 75% merino superwash and 25% nylon. I bought this, I kid you not, when Evan was an infant. He maybe was 1 when I bought this yarn to knit these mittens. He just turned 8. Is that not ridiculous? Why, oh why do we wait? So I was having problems with knitting these. I'll tell you why. Because I am going to be 39 this year in October, and my eyes are having a little bit of a difficult time adjusting between far and near. And so this chart is particularly small. It has both sides of the hand plus the thumb on one page, which I'm sure totally normal. However, my eyes cannot see that well. So I ended up putting a call out on Instagram to say, what do you do to help you with charts? Because I really need to know. I need some help. And my friends came through. They recommended the Knit Companion app, which has been very helpful because I can make it bigger, make the thing bigger, and I can keep track of what row I'm on. Plus, I ended up getting a pair of these. Hello. This is me with glasses. It is a new experience. I had glasses for about a year when I was about, I don't know, maybe 8 or 9, because I was holding books up like this to read and giving myself headaches. But my eyes ended up adjusting themselves and I don't need glasses anymore until now. But this is just, you know, for really fine work, is what I'm realizing. I don't need them all the time or anything, but my husband was like, hey, those are kind of nice. He's so funny. So yeah. So these are my winter rose mittens, which I love, and I don't work on them all that often because I really like to be in silence when I work on charts, especially charts like this. Oh, here are my floats. If you want to see how they look, they don't look too bad. I have noticed my knitting getting a little bit tighter, so I'm having to like be really conscious about making sure that I'm loosening up my tension, because you really don't want tight mittens. That does not feel good. So that's the first thing that I'm working on. I think that they're really beautiful. I'm so happy with how they're turning out, and I'm really thrilled to be able to continue to work on them. I think this is going to be something that I work on, you know, here and there when I get a chance, because let's face it, my House Without Distraction is coming quickly to an end. Because school's letting out in just a couple weeks. We get out on the 21st. Today is the 4th. 17 days. That's it. Not counting weekends. Like 17 days, and that includes weekends of craziness. And, you know, towards the end of the school year, things just get insane. And so, yeah, it's just been really interesting around here. We've had lots of concerts. We've had lots of you know, special things going on as the school year comes to an end. And my brother Isaac graduates next week. I'm so excited for him. And oh my goodness, just lots of things going on. Oh, and Evan joined baseball. So there's that. So at least I have baseball knitting now, right? Another new thing that I started is this. I don't know how to pronounce it exactly. I believe it's called Cassius or Cassius or something along those lines. This is a curl by Hunter Hammerson. It's really showing up rather bright on the screen. It's really not. It's just gloomy day, and so I have lights on. But you can see it's a very open project, an open fabric, I should say, and I think it's really beautiful. This is out of the First Curls book by Hunter Hammerson. And this was the yarn that I was going to make something else out of. I was going to do one of the last patterns in the Curls 2 book, but then I decided to go ahead and knit this instead, just to kind of, I just thought it would work out better. So this is the yarn that I'm using. Isn't that beautiful? I think it's so pretty. This is by Up in Yarns Designs, hand dyed with love. It's a Sporteroonie base, and it's an 80/20 Superwash Merino nylon sport weight blend, 328 yards. So I have 2 of these, which comes to, you know, math, and insert math here, I guess. Don't make me do math. 656 yards. I think that sounds right. Yeah, man, I'm good. But I bought this yarn several years ago. I want to say probably 2 years ago, maybe. But it's really pretty. It is just some really beautiful kind of pinks and oranges and greens and yellows, and it's kind of there's a blue, it's kind of like a muted rainbow, but there's no purple, which is okay with me. And it's more, I don't know, fall-y colors. Can you see that? It's not coming across right on the screen. Sorry. But that's okay. It's really beautiful. I can't wait to take pictures to show you guys how it actually looks like outside in beautiful lighting, because I think you'll really enjoy seeing the colors, how different they are when it's actually the way it's supposed to look. So this is a straight line, and then this will continue to grow. It's probably about, I don't know, probably about 2 feet wide or about this point right now. And it'll just continue to grow this way, out from here, this side right here. Hello. I am knitting this on size 6 needles. These are my fixed Chow Goose circulars, which I love. I love my Chow Goose for everything. For everything, I tell you. Yes. So there's that. Ta-da! All right. The last thing that I started so I have to have socks, right? I need to have socks on the needles. So I started these. Now this yarn was given to me by my friend Michelle. Her daughter said, "Mom, I need some watermelon socks." And then just said, "Mom, I don't need watermelon socks." So she gave this to me. And you can see it looks much like a watermelon. And this yarn is Biscotta Yarns. This is her Bissock, which is an 85% superwash merino wool, 15% nylon, with 435 yards. And it looks like this. This yarn is very nice. I've really enjoyed working with it. It looks like this all caked up. Very fun. I have heard tales of bleeding, like the yarns bleeding. So we shall see what happens with this. This makes me want to like get some citric acid or something and do a citric acid soak on them. I don't know if it's too late for that. If it is, no big deal. I'm going to do a true afterthought heel on this. So I'm kind of excited. I'm like all kinds of adventurous after doing Franklin Habits class at DFW Fiberfest. I just want to do all the things, which I think is really fun. It's fun to be an adventurous knitter and to try new things and, you know, to expand your horizons when it comes to knitting. I think that that's a really fun place to be. And so I feel inspired to do an afterthought heel. So Ailish wears about a size 8 shoe right now. And so I'm going to knit, you know, until I have enough, and then I'll go ahead and do the toe, and then I'll go back and put in a heel, because look, no heel, Ma. No heel. It's all gonna come on later, right? I think it's so exciting. I think it's thrilling. So I have been greatly encouraged. Where did the thing go? Where did I put it? Did it fall? Huh. I don't know where the tag went. That's really bizarre. Okay, well anyways, there it is. That's my watermelon sock by Biscotta Yarns. So let's see. Now we're on to what have I finished? I finished my beautiful opal socks. Ta-da! Here is what it looks like. It looks a little something like this. There's the heel and the toe. Second sock, right? Heel and the toe. Very exciting to have 2 socks, 2 heels, 2 toes. That's a good thing. So, yes. I made these out of opal. Oh, I have the tag in there. Let me get it out, fish it out for you. I figured out that you actually can see it okay, even though it looks backwards to me. So I'm going to show this to you. This is opal yarn. And this is dye lot number 9204. And no, it's color number 9207, 9204. I'm all over the place today. It's 9207 is the colorway, and it's dye lot 1512. And I think that's where you can see that. Can you see that okay? So there you go. I love how these turned out. These I think are so beautiful, and I love the colors. I love that they're kind of muted. I love the height of the leg and the cuff. Sometimes I tend to make my cuffs and my legs too short. Do you have that problem too? I get so excited to finish up, or to get started, or to move on to the heel, or to be finished with the heel and ready to get ready to cast off and have a sock, that I tend to make my legs too short, which is not good. So I really am happy with the way that these turned out. Are they pretty? I think so too. All right. Moving on, so that makes 3 projects that I have currently on the needles and 1 finished project. I'm really comfortable with the number 3 when it comes to whips. I don't know about you. Sometimes I get really excited and I tend to cast on a lot of things, and then I feel really overwhelmed. I experienced that this fall, going through Socktober, and when I cast on all of the socks in the world. And having that many socks on the needles and that many projects going just period was really difficult. It just made me feel really stressed out, and I don't want my knitting to stress me out. So fewer whips for me. I think that's the key. Okay, gilding the lily. Remember that time when I told you that I wasn't gonna buy yarn? Oh, what was I thinking? Oh, Brianne. I bought some yarn, and then I had some things gifted to me. So I think first I'm going to go with the things that were gifted to me. Excuse me. Mama Linda, she went to help Peggy from the 100 Sheep with Yarn Fest, which is in Loveland, Colorado. Loveland, Colorado? Somewhere in Colorado. It's in Colorado. And she went to go help Peggy and Jeff with their booth, and to be a good helper and a good friend. And she was there for 2 weeks. She was there to help set up the booth and to tear it down and help with the sales and things while she was there. And then when she finished up with that, then they were working on some dyeing techniques together. And Mom made a couple of sock blanks. So she made this, right? Isn't that beautiful? And here it is in all of its glory. It's a beautiful teal color with, she used like a can or something to get these circles in purple, and which I think is going to make it some really beautiful speckling and some little flashes of color here and there. But I think, like, how gorgeous is that? I haven't knit from a sock blank before, so I'm super excited to give that a try and to see how I like it. It's already, I accidentally started to unravel it a little bit here, so that's where I'm going to pull from because it's very easy. I've heard that sometimes it can be a little bit difficult, and if you get a difficult end, that's probably not the right end to pull from. So I'm learning things. This one was already ready though to go, so that made it like super easy to figure out. Oh, this one pulls really easy. There you go. We'll start from that end. She also brought me these flexi flips. This is a size 2.25 millimeter, which I don't know exactly what size that is in US sizes. Let's see if I can figure it out really quick, shall we? Oh, I can tell Evan's been on my iPad because I have Breath of the Wild walkthrough. He's so funny. He's been playing through Breath of the Wild with Brianne, which is a Legend of Zelda game. And they've been having so much fun together, which I love. It makes me happy to see them, you know, kind of encouraging each other on and, you know, doing fun things like that together. I hope it remembers me. No, it doesn't. Oh well. Okay, so it's I think that it is bigger than a size 0, but smaller than a size 1, I think. It could be a size 1. I don't know. That's okay. But for those of you who haven't seen them, the Flexi Flips are a set of 3 needles, and they're kind of they look like this. I'll hold up one for you. So you have a needle on either side, and then a small, maybe like it's about 1.5 inch cable-y area right here. Can you see that? Where it's bending and kind of there. And one side of the needles are more, slightly more dull, and then the other side are more sharp. Let's see if I can show that to you. So one is slightly more sharp and one is slightly more dull. So if you prefer a sharper needle, a pointier needle, then you can use that. If you prefer something that's a little bit more, if you know, depending on the yarn, you know, maybe something a little bit more splitty, you want a point that is a little bit less sharp so that you can have an easier time not getting split, splitting your yarn. So I have not tried this. I'm going to try this on the soft link, I think, which I'm very excited about, because what could go wrong with that? A new type of yarn and a new type of needle. What could go wrong there? Lots could go wrong there. But I'm going to give it a try. So so these 2 things, hopefully within the next couple weeks, I'll be able to cast on. I'm very excited about that. What else did I bring into the stash for Gilding Lily? I had a very sweet friend who is a podcast viewer send me a set of mini skeins, and I had them on my bedroom dresser, and from the last time I recorded, and totally forgot. They were right next to my where I keep my bag for my podcasting bag, and I completely forgot to put them in. They were just next to, so of course I did not see them. I am so sorry. I received these a while back. How far back did I receive these? Yeah, they were posted on March 15th, so I'm horribly remiss, horribly late in getting this onto the podcast, but I'm so thankful for my sweet friend Kathy, who sent me this this very special gift, which is these mini skeins. And so she sent me these, and some of them have stitch markers attached to them. So I got these, and like this stitch marker says pray, which I think is so perfect for me. And there's a watermelon. I should probably use that on my watermelon socks. And there's a little apple stitch marker, and here's this beautiful, like a progress keeper kind of one. Isn't that pretty? That beautiful green color. So some of these have tags This looks like this one is from Sarah Craft, S-E-R-A Craft. And this is her Ice Queen colorway in her Tiny Sock Mini Skein. And then this is also from Sarah Craft, and this is the Lavender Fields color, which is very pretty. It's just a beautiful lavender color with little pops of green there. And I don't know who these are from, but these are very beautiful. And this is a singles yarn, which I think is lovely. It's a beautiful navy color, and this is a sock yarn, also in a beautiful navy. You know my colors very well. You have been paying attention, my friend. You did great. This is such a lovely package. Thank you so much. I can't wait to put these in my blanket. I think this is going to be a great addition to what I already have going on. And I don't have a lot of speckled yarn for my blanket, so I think it's going to be perfect. I would like to add some more to that. So thank you. Thank you so much. That made me really happy. I was so surprised to find it in the mail too. I remember going to the mailbox and there was a package in there, and I was like, I don't remember ordering yarn unless I did it in my sleep. I have been known to order audiobooks in my sleep though. One time I woke up, like on 2 occasions, I woke up and found that I had ordered audiobooks like in the middle of the night. And I was like, what on earth am I doing? That's just crazy. I've also been known to peruse Etsy in the middle of the night, which is just not a good idea because you don't make really good life decisions at 3 o'clock in the morning. At least I don't. I don't know. Maybe you do, but I definitely do not. So, let's see. What else do I have? Oh, I'm going to show this off. I bought... Do you remember last time I podcasted, I bought a set of yarn from, of gradients from the 100th Sheep to make my On the Spice Market. And I needed to get my neutral color for that. So I ordered from Diabolical Yarns. This is just her naked, natural undyed yarn in her Bounce. Which is a Bounce, it's her base. There we go. I'm having problems with words today. It's 100% superwash merino, 370 yards, and it's a heavy fingering weight yarn. It's just really squishy and fun. But she's out of St. Louis, so it took like a day to get here, which was lovely. And I've ordered from her several times, had great experiences from Diabolical Yarn. And she sent me a little mini skein. How cute is that? It's watercolor stripes, and it says a certain disregard for the rules. So that'll probably go into my blanket too. It's not quite as neon as it's showing up there. It's a little bit more muted colors, but that tends to be the way it's going today. So I'm gonna put that with my other mini skeins. And so I got 3 of those in order to go into my On the Spice Market. I don't know that I'll actually need 3 skeins of it, but I wanted to be careful and make sure I had enough because I didn't want to have to order more. Not because of dial out reasons or anything, it's undyed yarn, but just because I didn't want to have to wait. Once I get into a project, I want all the things together. I want to have it done. I want to just be able to work on it without having to think about other things. Right? Right. The last thing is, I'm sorry for the crinkling. Let me see if I can figure out how to open this package. Here we go. Diane of Suburban Stitcher was having a little kind of spontaneous sale, and I happened to be seeing on her Instagram post that she had, she was doing, I think it was like 10% off of yarns that she only had one left of because her sons who played baseball were only able to hit singles that day. And so she put all of her single skeins of sock yarn on like 10 or 20% off. I can't remember which one it was. So I picked up this, which is just beautiful. This is Suburban Stitcher glitter sock. It's a 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon, 5% gold stellina. And this is 438 yards of her Poor Provincial Town colorway. So again, just remember, not quite as neon as what it's showing up as. But isn't that beautiful? Can you see the sparkle on it? It's just, it's beautiful. It's not so overly sparkly that you go, oh, wow, that's interesting. But it's just, it has just the right amount of sparkle to it, which I think is going to be really fun. And I think I might make some socks out of this because I'm really digging it. And plus I have like 2 shawls worth of Suburban Stitcher yarn to make shawls out of. So I think I'm good on Suburban Stitcher shawls, but I don't have any Suburban Stitcher socks. All right, so that's it for Gilding the Lily. Let's talk about the contest that we have going on. It's more of a craft along than a contest. I just happen to have a prize to give out for it. This is the festival craft along, and the gist is that I want you to make something that you would wear to a fiber festival or to any kind of festival. It could be a real festival that you go to. It could be a make-believe festival that you go to. It could be, you know, a Star Wars, I don't know, like a Star Wars fest. It's May the 4th, why not? And so I want you to be thinking about what you would make to go to a festival. Would you knit something? Would you crochet something? Would you sew or weave something? Would you use beads and like bead some earrings to wear to this festival? I don't know, you tell me. It doesn't have to be anything huge. I'm not looking for you to, you know, crochet a huge blanket to cover yourself with. I'm not looking for you to knit a coat. As fun as that might be and as appealing as that might be, you don't have to make the biggest thing in the world. You could make, Mom made a really beautiful crocheted necklace that had beautiful beads on it from a kit that she bought at the festival, and she was wearing it. And it reminds her of the festival she went to, the Yarn Fest. So things like that. Just make whatever you would make you happy to wear, something you would love to show off, something that would make you proud. The contest started May 1st. The craft along started May 1st, and it ends September 30th. So this gives you, it's already started, but no pressure, okay? It gives you like 5 months to complete your project. That's a long time, right? Oh, my thing just ended, just died. Stink. So what we're going to do is, yes, it died. I have all the rules on the thread in Ravelry, but you can still have a work in progress that you are just picking up to try and finish. We have an FO thread for finished objects. We have a chatter thread to where you can post about the things that you want to make and encourage other people, get ideas, get a little inspiration if you like. But only projects that are finished can go into the FO thread. And I want you to, you can do 3, 4, 5 projects if you want to. It's not, I'm not limiting it, but you just need to do 1 post for each project. That way we can keep track of how many projects you've done, and it puts your name in as many times as you need to for getting the prize. I'm going to pick the winner by random number generator. If we have quite a few entries, I might put up a second prize. We'll see. If you'd like to donate a prize, you can let me know, because I would love to have some extra things going in there for people who would like to participate. And yeah, so I think that's it. I've put up everything that you need to know on the thread in Ravelry. And so go ahead if you would like to double dip or triple dip, quadruple dip into different knit-alongs, then go ahead. That makes me very happy to see people do that. But the winner of the craft along, of the random number generator for this craft along, will get this beautiful gradient kit from the 100th sheep that Peggy gave me. And this is 660 yards, give or take. It's 6.7 ounces of her Highlands Moor colorway. And it's an 80-20 superwash merino Tessa silk blend. So this is gorgeous yarn. And I think that you would really enjoy knitting something out of this or making something out of this. So I think that's it. I hope you guys are doing really well. I'm feeling much better than I was, and I got a haircut, which always makes me feel happy and much better. So there you go, a little freshening up. So you guys, all my friends, have a wonderful, wonderful week. And I hope that you are doing fun things. I hope that you are enjoying yourselves and enjoying this time with your kiddos as they finish up the school year. And I know I'm trying to be more present and just, you know, like in the moment, enjoying all of these things that we have going on, even though sometimes they make me go a little bit crazy. Just being honest, right? So anyways, all that to say, have a wonderful week, and I will see you guys next time. But until then, remember that you are knitworthy, my friends. I love you guys. Talk to you later. Bye.